Welcome back to the course How to Start a Business. In this part of the course, we will discuss hiring employees. If you want to learn how to start a business, get my book, How to Start a Business, a course in a book by Online Pro. Check out the link below. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Employer selection is a crucial procedure that can make or break a company. To identify the ideal fit for your business when hiring new employees, it's critical to be methodical and purposeful in your search. The following are important actions to take while employing personnel. 1. Write clear job descriptions. A job description should clearly state the abilities and credentials needed for the role. By doing this, you'll be able to draw in the best applicants and guarantee that the person you hire is qualified for the position. 2. Post the position. Following the creation of the job description, it is time to post the position. You can accomplish this by posting the position on internet job boards, contacting recruitment firms, or placing an ad in regional newspapers or business magazines. 3. Properly review resumes. After receiving applications, it's critical to carefully review resumes. Look for applicants who meet the position's requirements for training and experience. 4. Hold interviews. After reviewing resumes, select the best applicants and schedule interviews with them. You will have the chance to learn more about the applicant and determine whether they are a good fit for the job. 5. Verify references. Before making a decision, it's crucial to look into a candidate's references. You may get a sense of their work ethic and past performance from this. 6. Make an offer. If you have located the ideal applicant, now is the time to do it. Include any relevant information about the position, such as the pay, benefits, and working hours. 7. Legal aspects. It's crucial to think about the legal ramifications before recruiting workers. Wages, insurance, and employee contracts are all significant factors that must be taken into account. 8. Onboarding. It's crucial to give new hires a thorough onboarding procedure once you've hired them. They will gain a better understanding of their responsibilities, the corporate culture, and their job as a result. Selecting new staff is an important procedure that needs to be well planned and carried out. You can make sure that you are recruiting the greatest fit for your firm by generating clear job descriptions, publicizing the position, reviewing resumes, holding interviews, verifying references, making an offer, and taking legal considerations into account. The initial selection process. Reviewing resumes and cover letters is often the first step in the selection process to find applicants who have the skills and experience listed in the job description. When examining resumes and cover letters and assigning a score to each applicant, it's critical to be impartial and consistent. Initial interviews are conducted following the assessment of resumes and cover letters. This is an opportunity to learn more about the candidate's credentials and experience, as well as their communication skills and fit for the company. It can be conducted over the phone or in person. An organized interview procedure is crucial, with a predetermined list of inquiries that are pertinent to the role and the company. It's crucial to pay attention to the candidate's responses, level of enthusiasm in the job, and communication skills during the interview. Reference checks are the next stage after the initial interviews. This is a chance to confirm the applicant's credentials and experience, as well as to learn more about their work ethic and effectiveness on the job. It's crucial to get in touch with a range of references, including previous supervisors, coworkers, and subordinates. It's time to choose which applicant to recruit when the reference checks are finished. The qualifications, experience, communication abilities, organizational fit, and references of the candidate should all be taken into account. This was done throughout the initial selection process. The candidate who is the best fit for the role and the company should be considered while making the decision. The initial hiring procedure, however, may not necessarily result in the hiring of an employee. It may potentially result in the hiring of no employee if the best candidate cannot be discovered or the budget is insufficient. It's crucial to record every step of the selection process, as well as the individuals that were rejected and the reasons why. Utilizing this data will help future selection procedures be more effective and ensure that equal opportunity regulations are followed. The first stage of the hiring process, the selection process, involves looking over applications and cover letters, conducting preliminary interviews, checking references, and deciding which applicant to hire. In order to make sure that the best candidate is chosen for the role in the business, it is necessary to be objective, consistent, and compliant throughout the process. The interview process. An important step in the hiring process is the interview stage, which enables employers to assess potential hires and decide whether they are a good fit for the company. One-on-one interviews, group interviews, phone or video interviews, and other sorts of interviews can all be undertaken during the process. A screening interview, which is commonly conducted over the phone or by video chat, is the initial phase in the interview process. In this initial interview, the interviewer will quiz the applicant on their credentials, abilities, and experience. The goal of this interview is to ascertain whether the candidate satisfies the essential requirements for the position and whether they are a good fit for the company. The candidate will move on to the next round of interviews if they pass the screening interview. One-on-one interviews with various staff members, such as the hiring manager, an HR representative, or other team members, may be part of this process. These interviews are usually longer and more in-depth, focusing on the applicant's credentials, abilities, and experience in regard to the particular position for which they are applying. Another typical interview format used during the process is group interviews. A panel of interviewers will interview a number of candidates concurrently during a group interview. Group interviews are frequently used to assess a candidate's aptitude for working well under pressure, teamwork, and communication. The behavioral interview is yet another interview type that can be used in the selection process. A candidate's past behavior and performance will be evaluated during this type of interview in order to forecast their future conduct and performance. The candidate will be questioned throughout the interview about particular circumstances they have encountered in the past, and they will be required to give instances of how they handled those circumstances. Behavioral interviews are particularly helpful for assessing a candidate's leadership qualities, capacity for problem solving, and temperament in stressful circumstances. Employers may also do background checks, reference checks, and skills evaluations as part of the interview process in addition to these kinds of interviews. These extra measures aid companies in confirming the information provided by candidates and figuring out whether they possess the abilities and credentials required to fill the position. It is crucial to pose questions that will reveal whether the applicant is a suitable fit for the position and the company. These inquiries ought to be directed towards the precise position and ought to center on the applicant's credentials, abilities, experience, and personality. It's also crucial to have follow-up inquiries ready in case the candidate's responses are unclear or call for further explanation. It is crucial to be aware of equal opportunity regulations throughout the interview process and to refrain from asking any questions that might be interpreted as discriminatory. Additionally, as mandated by law, employers must be ready to make accommodations for applicants with disabilities. Conducting interviews is a critical step in the hiring process that enables companies to assess potential hires and decide whether they are a good fit for the company. A series of interviews, including individual interviews, group interviews, phone interviews, and video interviews, as well as background checks, reference checks, and competence evaluations are often part of the hiring process. Employers should emphasize on the candidate's qualifications, abilities, experience, and personality while tailoring their questions to the particular post. Equal opportunity laws must be observed, and candidates with disabilities must be given accommodations. Managing the new hire. The performance of a company can be significantly impacted by the hiring process step of managing a new hire. The following are some necessary actions for managing a new hire successfully. 1. Offer mentoring and training. It's critical to arm new hires with the tools and assistance they need to perform their duties well. This entails offering coaching from seasoned workers as well as training on the precise abilities and expertise needed for the position. New hires will gain an understanding of the office culture and learn how to get around. 2. Establish clear objectives and expectations. New hires must be aware of what is expected of them in their new position. This entails establishing specific goals and objectives that are in line with the mission and values of the business. Establishing clear expectations and objectives will help new hires understand what is required of them in order to succeed in their position. 3. Keep in touch frequently. It's crucial to keep in touch frequently with the new hire to make sure they're performing well and accomplishing their goals. Regular check-ins, performance evaluations, and feedback sessions can all help with this. Managers who maintain communication are better able to see problems early and offer assistance when required. 4. Offer possibilities for professional growth. Companies should give new hires chances to progress their careers and expand their talents. Offering training courses, mentorship opportunities, and employment rotations are a few examples of this. Businesses may retain top talent and maintain employee engagement by offering chances for professional development. 5. Promote teamwork and cooperation. Encourage new employees to cooperate with their coworkers. They can use this to network within the organization and pick up tips from others. Businesses may boost overall productivity and create a happy work environment by developing a culture of teamwork and collaboration. In conclusion, businesses can successfully manage new hires and position them for success by following these steps. It's important to keep in mind that the hiring process continues even after the person begins working. In order to make sure that new recruits are accomplishing their goals and are content and at ease in their new roles, regular check-ins and communication are essential. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. If you want to learn how to start a business, get my book, How to Start a Business, a course in a book by Online Pro. Check out the link below. Thanks for joining us. Smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and hit the notification bell for more empowering content.